Let's dive right into this explainer and dissect the ultimate cold case, Jack the Ripper.
Back in 2014, massive headlines claimed modern DNA finally solved the mystery. But did it really?
To figure out this scientific twist, we gotta jump back to London's terrifying Autumn of Terror in 1888.
For 10 brutal weeks, a serial killer basically held the desperately poor East End hostage, butchering 5 victims.
Baffled cops, absolute panic in the overcrowded slums, and the sensationalist media just fanning the flames.
Then, boom, the infamous Dear Boss letter drops at a London news agency, written entirely in red ink. This exact letter birthed the whole legend, signing off with that chilling moniker, Jack the Ripper.
The author threatened to clip the next victim's ears off. Days later, Catherine Eddowes was found missing an earlobe.
The police actually published that letter, which totally backfired. It sparked an absolute avalanche of copycat hoaxes.
Get this, most experts and police thought that very first letter was just a fake cooked up by a journalist.
So the myth started as a media hoax. Fast forward to 2014, when modern science swoops in, promising answers.
An author and a biochemist decided to test a bloodstained silk shawl, supposedly belonging to Catherine Eddowes.
They claimed a direct DNA match to Aaron Kosminski, a Polish barber who was a prime 1888 suspect.
The author declared the case completely solved, no doubt about it, and the media absolutely ate it up.
But hold on a second. The actual scientific community quickly stepped in and entirely dismantled the so-called proof. They found a massive typo. The researchers claimed a super rare mutation, but totally misidentified the DNA sequence.
The mutation they actually found? Yeah, it's present in over 99% of people of European descent.
Plus, this type of DNA is shared by thousands of people. It excludes suspects, but can't single anyone out.
And that silk shawl? It wasn't even listed on the official 1888 police inventory for the crime scene.
Not to mention, it was heavily contaminated, openly handled and breathed on by descendants for decades before testing. Honestly, experts say almost anyone walking the East End streets could have left that DNA behind. To make matters worse, the authors refused to publish their genetic sequences for peer review, completely unverifiable.
So, from a Victorian journalist's hoax to a modern lab error, our hunger for answers keeps this myth alive. Which leaves us wondering, does our desperate desire for a neat ending blind us to the real truth?